toxic, right? But she was close to that in the house. Let's be honest. She did some things. Our relationship with Doyin, the way she treated the girl in the house, I didn't like it. What her outburst with Pere too, I didn't like it as well. And the way she also treated Adekunle at the point where they had issues, I didn't like it too. She could have done better. I didn't like what she did with Messi. So I bet at the end of the day, they've left the show, and I don't even think it was a trace that we're here to talk about. It was basically herself and Adekunle. Both of them had faults in that relationship, right? I mean, I watched her screaming the other day outside in the garden with Adekunle, her so-called partner, and I'm like, no. And I saw how she used to shut Adekunle up too, you know. So for me, she had issues. She had issues. She's not, I mean, nobody can come here to whitewash her, no matter who you are, right? But maybe toxic is not the right word, but she had issues.
Wahala, oh my people. Hey, hey, babies, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimi Shortly Mimi, where you get the gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hot. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do well. You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the hot. So, guys, talking about the gist as to the hot right now, it's been on Bad Boy Dex and Adenita. I said Adenita, and what was it called, Venita. Now, do you know one thing that is common is once you're in a ship and one of your ship go for an interview, there is definitely gonna be problem. But I was thinking because Vanita went on that interview without spoiling anybody's name or without talking down on Adekunle, I was thinking everything is gonna be cool. But guys, they've been arguing ever since. In fact, as at midnight yesterday, they opened a space on Adekunle and Venita's name because Venita was actually on a space with her fans. They actually discussed New Year and everything. Afterwards, a different set of people opened a space, which has the Adenita shippers there. Now the argument is on that Venita is toxic, and now they are like saying no, Venita is not toxic. Now I'm asking you guys, you watch that show? Can you be sincere? Was Venita toxic on that show? So people were like putting pointing blaming hands fingers on Adekunle that Adekunle was some of the cause why Venita acted the way she acted. That Venita, sorry, I said Venita. Adekunle was so calm, like was so mute. Even when he's supposed to relate with the lady, he would just keep mute. Hence, Venita had to, react the way she reacts. But some people are insisting that, hey, you guys should not whitewash Venita. This is what it is. Meanwhile, this same Venita says something today. We are still going to get to it. But first off, let's see what people were arguing on there before we get to what Venita had to say today. And then I would ask you if you think that's whatever she said is directed to anyone, as people implied. Okay. I beg, make horse no touch this violence. Let it germinate and grow. These were some of the comments on the space while the space was going on. Adekunle and Soma were in the kitchen where he made that statement that day. Angel and Venita were both mad at their boys. That was when Dex said he's not going to argue with Venita. He will agree with everything she says because the real conversation will happen outside. Venita fans always playing the victim game. So this Miriam is actually saying this thing regarding on why they said Adekunle is always keeping mute on Venita, and then they said this was the reason. Adekunle said he's not going to ever argue with Venita again, that the real conversation will be held outside. This Adenita ship, I knew it will even not you to anything outside the house because I did not really see Adekunle into that shit. But people will always be people, and they were thinking, oh, it was Adenita over the same some gel. The some gel even too. I never even think it will even happen outside of the house, but they proved me wrong. And I'm enjoying them as they hurt. All right, coming from Jessica Ujunwa, the disadvantage of being in a ship in a reality show is that everything you do must revolve around your partner. If not, the viewers, especially Nigerians, will criticize you. Now, that is the thing. Because I do not see why they've been coming for Venita back to back, because she went on that interview, without even saying bad about Adekunle's name. But now, it's just brewing Venita this, Venita that I don't get. Me, I don't really get. All right, coming from Snow Olopade. I don't even know how that mistake of a canoe is still a topic to be talked about with all the happenings in 2024. Those clowns never cease to amaze me. Like, make it make sense. when all these obsessed people finally move on, when that boy doesn't even have their time. No islander holds space on your babe, but every market day you are on his case. This obsession is real. But truly, you see this case of the Adenita, I see this the unicorn more in the argument and everything than the islanders. Because it may even seem as though the islander do not even want that ship to happen. Shippers, I really need to hear from you guys. Coming from Love Ayo, anyone that ships that nonsense didn't like Adekunle, and it is only God that will judge you. So some of Adekunle fans, they are coming out and said, Adekunle, why did you even choose to go into a ship with Venita? Out of everybody in the house, it is Venita. You are now bringing blemish to our name. You know, they were just saying a whole lot of things. That why would Adekunle see where he would put his head, and it is where Venita is. That they know that this fight will continue outside just as it is happening now. But Venita did not say anything bad about Bad Boy Deck. My head will judge Kunle for this ship he entered. Says no ship. All right. Oh, your name already says no ship. Almost see whitewashing. No matter the bleach, the whitewashing only end in that space. Because unlike them, we didn't imagine the show. We watched it and we know what we saw. So they are saying that they're trying to whitewash Venita, saying that she's not toxic. Guys, was Venita toxic? That is the question. And Little Bastrata said, I am just glad my girl Venita is doing great. The blacklisting didn't work. Lord, we can't still be arguing about Venita and Adekunle. That dinner sealed things. bbnaija or stars. Now, guys, what do you think? Let me know. Because to me, I feel when they were having that conversation about when they were having that dinner or whatever, that dinner was the worst dinner ever. It's even better that housemate that they were not even sheep. I would have even enjoyed Pere and Mercy on that dinner than Adenita. Speedy said, the show is over. There is no sheep. Can we move on? I love islanders. You won't see them ranting on space, but when Dex posts, we are channeling the energy to engage him. You can be loud as hell. Islanders have signed a treaty not to return that nonsense favor. So the islander are putting it to the unicorns, that the unicorns are the ones always carrying this ship thingy on their head. So guys, what do you think? Now, this is the thing of being in a ship. I'm only praying because I know some people are sitting down comfortably waiting for some sheep to just have each so that they would all carry it on their head like this. Adekunle Olopade is a legend. See as his name, the arrows. Wow. Wow, what's this one? I'm not going to mention that, please, because I don't know what that is. In case you know, please tell me, because Mimi do not know. All right, coming from Zizi. Try no they bring nonsense come my TL for this 2024, especially their delusional takes when it comes to BBN. 30 years later, they are still opening space to wail over a failed capsized canoe in a country where we have real life issues. I don't know why you people will not move on. Right from the onset, these two try their best not to lead you guys on. They really tried. It was shippers that were leading themselves on. Jobless people opened space in 2024 to discuss something that ended in October 2023. Okay, discussing fellas, grow up and move on. Very jobless, senseless. Thank God islanders allowed them wallow in their stupidity during their space, you know. But the thing is here, whether islander allow them or not, you guys still saying this, you are still giving room to that, because you guys are actually hyping yourselves, the islanders, I mean, you know, that you guys do not give room to whatever they are saying about the sheep. But talking about the space and everything is bringing more drags to yourself. Anyways, Adekunle was outside on Checker's gig, you know, appearance, as he actually had fun yesterday. He posted and said, follow your heart. If you don't like where it leads you, at least you would have worked out. Okay, he said, follow your heart. If you don't like where it leads you, at least you would have walked out. Interesting. Why am I reading meaning to this? Now, guys, read that thing again. Understand it on your own terms. Do you think Adekunle was dissing anybody? Because while Adekunle posted that, they were like, there is something to this that we need to know. You know, that at least that he's trying to put it in frame of their sheep, that he actually followed his heart and is not regretting. You know, that kind of a thing. To me, I think he was just posting, you know. Please, how do I say my king in Yoruba? Precisely, the heart will always want what it wants, but of course, choose redirection for sanity when the need be. Literally, one's peace of mind is very important, said Munawara. You know, so they are replying to what Adekunle said about working out, as in making your own decision, and even if it goes sour, you'll be able to, you know, work out of it. Oh my, you have been missed, says Miss Me. Following one's heart can be positive things in many situations as it can lead to personal growth, fulfillment, and authenticity. Okay, this person said bad boy Dex. Bad boy Dex, I am glad he had a good time. Regarding the Skechers, it was interesting. He posted some videos on his IG story on how the Skechers gig went, But right now they are dragging him, saying that he is actually referring to someone on that post he made. Now, talking about referring to someone, Venita also said something. Let's see what Venita said first. So this morning, Venita posted and said, "These days, anybody can pretend to be whatever they want on the internet. Unfortunately, that can't translate into real life. Did you know that scientifically, the most disciplined humans can only pretend for 3 months without human error?" So Venita posted this one, and now they are saying she's dissing Adekunle. Adekunle posted, they said Adekunle is dissing Venita. So that means totally they cannot be free to make their posts, because they will say, oh, it's directed to this person or it's directed to that person, even when they feel like posting. Now, someone came to Venita and told her, okay, let's read this. Mama, try to use your art button while cooking. That is what this person said. And then Venita replied and said, Laura, pause. Even if I did have someone in mind, why would I want to share my traction? There are no free rides to castle in the sky. You must be a unicorn or dragon to reach the gates. Can you add them in real life? And I mean in person, no cue or moral support needed. Do you think you actually can? I have never understood that art with your chest thing, as if it is boldness. Even a mosquito is brave in the dark. You are behind a keypad and the screen. Hope you guys understand what Vanita is trying to say. She said, all those people trying to say, use your art with your futures. I love my faith because my faith is always using her art. She does not fear anybody. Vanita said, can you use that art in real life? Because even if you use that art and mention somebody's name, you're still behind your keypad. And that's the truth. So, I never checked this thing like that. People have been hyping Housemate that you type art and mention the person's name. They'll be like, oh, this person is brave and all of that. This person know they fear. Now, the question is, in real life, can you look at that person on their face, eyeball to eyeball, and talk to them about that shit? That is what Venita is trying to say. And then the reply she got, Mide said, Venita, what's this again? It is Sunday. Let's keep it holy. Oh, this morning is hot. I better go. It is the mosquito example for me. But that is the truth. Mosquito go get mind, liver in the dark. When the light is on, would you do that? That is the question. And that's the truth, because sometimes most people would tag and do all of that. When you see those people, you start, fidgeting, you start being scared. Talk your talk, my queen. No grief for anybody, Venita, Dabota Cosmetics. That's why I love you, my dear. Very intelligent. They think it is boldness, but in actual sense, it is cowardice. But anyways, I have a question. Do you think Venita was redirecting that to somebody? Do you think also Adekunle was redirecting that to somebody too? Give it to them, Venita, Dabota Cosmetics. Wait till you dey cook this early morning. It is not worth it, mama. Just leave the trolls. Go back to enjoying your life, Jare. That's how some people see it. They think it is boldness. Is the mosquito example for me. Now, guys, I have a question for you. Do you think tagging somebody, use your art, tag the person, do you think it is an act of bravery? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Or do you stand with what Venita just said right now? Okay, and then somebody said, you all tell me why I saw Venita BBN in my dream. And Venita replied and said, if you're not careful, you may see me again tonight. It may seem as though Venita is truly ready today with the bass balls. Or more, baby girl, no one even relents. She did para. Anyways, guys, I know she's seen how they are dragging her because of the interview that she went for, that she did not even mention anybody's name. But you know what BBN Street can look like. Now, no matter how you try, they will still come for you. Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now. To see you guys later, I am leaving the rest for you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Bye for now, guys.